Lakers Nation, what is going on? So in today's video we got some huge Lakers trade news because a new proposal has the Lakers landing Derrick White from the Boston Celtics, and honestly this trade could completely change the direction of the Lakers' championship hopes. But there is one part of this deal that might make Lakers fans furious, and we are going to get into that in just a minute. First, let's break down the trade proposal, because according to Sports Illustrated the Lakers would receive Derrick White, Neemias Queta and Jordan Walsh, while the Celtics would receive Rui Hachimura, Dalton Knecht, Maxi Kleber, plus the Lakers' 2030 and 2031 first-round picks. Now when Lakers fans hear the name Derrick White, some people are immediately going to say yes, make the trade right now, while others are going to look at those 2 first-round picks and Dalton Knecht and say absolutely not. And that is what makes this trade so interesting. Because if the Lakers are serious about maximizing the Luka Doncic era, then they are going to have to make difficult decisions this offseason. Derrick White is not a superstar, but he might be one of the best role players in the entire NBA. Last season he continued to prove why he is one of the league's elite two-way guards. He can defend multiple positions, knock down three-pointers, make smart passes and impact winning without needing the ball in his hands. And that last part is extremely important when talking about Luka Doncic. We all know Luka is at his best when surrounded by players who can defend, shoot and make quick decisions without stopping the offense. Derrick White checks every single one of those boxes. Imagine a starting lineup featuring Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Derrick White, LeBron James and a center the Lakers could add this offseason. That lineup immediately becomes tougher, smarter and much more difficult to attack defensively. And that is where Derrick White could have the biggest impact. One of the biggest concerns surrounding the Lakers is defense. We saw stretches last season where the offense looked great but the defense simply was not good enough against elite competition. Derrick White changes that. He is the type of player that can guard opposing star guards, take difficult assignments every night and cover up weaknesses throughout the lineup. But before everybody says make the trade, there is something Lakers fans need to think about. The price. Giving up Rui Hachimura is one thing. Giving up Maxi Kleber is not a huge deal. But Dalton Knecht and 2 future first-round picks is where this conversation gets complicated. Knecht still has a lot of upside and many Lakers fans believe he can become a major piece of the future. The Lakers would essentially be betting that Derrick White can help them win now more than Knecht can help them later. And that is a risky decision. Then you add in the 2 first-round picks and suddenly this becomes a massive investment. The Lakers would be sacrificing a big chunk of their future flexibility for a player who is already in his 30s. Now, to be fair, Derrick White is exactly the kind of player championship teams need. He has playoff experience, championship experience, and he does all the little things that help teams win basketball games. That is why so many contenders around the league would love to have him on their roster. Another interesting part of this trade is the addition of Neemias Queta and Jordan Walsh. Queta gives the Lakers another young center option with size and rebounding ability, while Walsh brings defensive upside as a young wing. So this is not just a Derrick White trade. The Lakers would also be adding depth, which is something they desperately need. The bigger question is whether Boston would actually be willing to move Derrick White. He has been one of their most important players during their recent championship runs, and moving him would be a major decision for the Celtics organization. Still, if Boston wants younger assets, future draft picks and more financial flexibility, maybe it becomes a conversation worth having. For the Lakers though, this deal comes down to one thing: winning now. The front office knows they cannot waste years of Luka Doncic. Every move this offseason is going to be about building the best possible roster around him, and Derrick White certainly fits that vision. So Lakers Nation, here is the question. Would you trade Dalton Knecht, Rui Hachimura, Maxi Kleber and 2 future first-round picks for Derrick White, Neemias Queta and Jordan Walsh? Personally, I can see both sides of the argument, because Derrick White would be an incredible fit next to Luka, but that price is definitely not cheap. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed the video make sure to subscribe, because we have a lot more Lakers trade rumors, news and off-season updates coming very soon.